Hola amigos, I'm the Spanish chef Omar Allibhoy, and today I'm going to show you how to make membrillo, Spanish quince jelly. My family has a house in the mountains of Madrid, and we are spoiled by the amount of different trees that give fruit and nuts: chestnuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, almonds, pine nuts, as well as plenty of fruit trees like a quince apple tree that they always harvest in and around early December, and they keep for quite a long time, and they're incredibly aromatic as well. The house always smells like quince fruit at that time of the year. And then when we get there on Christmas, we always bring a big bag so that when we are back home in the capital of Madrid, we can make our own membrillo, which is what I'm going to be showing you today. So let me run you through the ingredients. We're going to need 3 kilograms of quince apples, 500 grams of caster sugar, 800 milliliters of water, and the juice of 2 lemons. And remember that for the entire full recipe, you can go to my website, thespanishchef.com, and you will find them with many other recipes on the recipes tab. We're going to start by washing, peeling, and coring the quince apples, and then chop them into 3-centimeter pieces. Make sure they're quite regular, as it's important that they all take about the same time to cook. You should end up with about 2 kilograms of prep fruit, and a general recipe will tell you to use half that weight in sugar, but to me that is absolutely abusive, so I'm using a quarter of that, half a kilogram. I like my desserts to shine by their flavor and taste as opposed to their sweetness. We're going to place all that quince fruit pieces into a heavy base bottom pan with the sugar and the lemon juice, and we're going to start cooking it on over medium to high heat for an hour until it starts to caramelize. At this point, reduce down the heat and continue to cook it at lower heat, stirring occasionally for about 1.5 hours. Remember that quinces are quite hard, and unlike other fruits such as strawberries, peaches or oranges, don't soften or release any liquid as quickly. So make sure that you scrape the bottom of the pan so that it doesn't catch and it turns your quince into a very dark color, as well as getting a little bit of a bitter taste. As you can see by the images, the quince sort of disintegrates and it starts feeling as if it was a marmalade, and that's the point when your quince jelly is ready. If you've cooked it at higher temperature, it will acquire a darker color and it will be a bit harder at the end, and that is completely up to you. If you like it that way, please go ahead and do it. Traditionally, quince jelly has a fine texture, even though a solid consistency, but I don't mind some bigger lumps of the quince fruit itself in between. So I'm just going to blend it just slightly so there continues to be those lumps in between. Now it's the time to preserve it, and this is an important choice you have to do, because generally you only do quince jelly once a year. You need to choose if you want them in Kilner jars, if you want them in sort of plastic rectangular containers, or like it is my case, I'm just lining with cling film a cake mold, because I know it's not gonna last me more than a month, and I'm going to share it with some friends as well. And because I like quince jelly as well in some desserts, I'm leaving some behind, pouring a little bit of extra water, bringing it to the boil for about 5 minutes so that I can achieve a slightly runnier consistency, more like marmalade that you can spread over bread. You can use it as a base for a cake, with I have in mind for a cheesecake actually, or you can just put them in a smaller Kilner jars and again just use it for marmalade with your toast. And all it's left to do is to put it into the fridge to set for a few hours and then cut it into slices. One of the beauties of membrillo is that you really can be bespoke. For example, I like it very light in sugar and with just enough color, as you saw, kind of orange, but you can push it until really dark tones that look like purple, like the more commercial ones, like this one that I sell in my shop. And it comes to your liking. You just need to cook it for a little longer. You can leave it with chunks like I like it. You can completely pass it through the jack blender until it's completely smooth. That is up to you. Let me give it a taste and see how well it came. So fragrant. It's delicious and just the right amount of sweetness. And as well, I show you how to make it into a paste that is more of a marmalade that you can spread it very much. Take a look, it's like a compote. A taster joined the party. How is it? That smile says it all. Guys, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you give it a try. Perfect with manchego cheese, as you can see. Yeah, hope you give it a try. Please give it a thumbs up if that's the case. Subscribe, tell all your friends, and have a lovely day. See you soon. Adios.
Bye.
Adios. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it, and subscribe.